Breaking news: Trump bans Nigerian politicians and professionals from visiting the US, restricting a lot of visas and also freezing bank accounts. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have some shocking news making waves right now. Reports are coming that the new US President Donald Trump has allegedly imposed a ban preventing all Nigerian politicians, professionals from visiting the United States for any reason. Not just that, there's also talks that Nigerian international bank accounts are being frozen and the possible deportation of over 2 million Nigerians from the United States. Going deeper, let's break down this and look at how Nigerians are reacting to these bombshell announcements. As you can imagine, social media is already on fire with reactions. Many Nigerians are actually celebrating this move, claiming that politicians often travel abroad for healthcare, while the majority of citizens struggle with poor medical facilities in Nigeria. The belief is that forcing politicians to stay in Nigeria may push them to finally invest in better healthcare and infrastructure for the country. But not everyone agrees. Some Nigerians feel humiliated by this decision, arguing that it is unfair and damaging to international relations. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Another major aspect of this report is a new policy allegedly aimed at limiting US visa approvals for Nigerian professionals like doctors, nurses, and engineers. The idea is to encourage Nigerians to stay and build their country instead of seeking opportunities abroad. Trump's administration has framed this as a way to promote self-reliance and development in Nigeria, but many professionals see it as a huge setback for their career. Adding to the tension, reports suggest that Trump has shut down a key immigration appointment app and cancelled existing appointments, making migration to the US much harder. On top of that, the US border has reportedly been sealed, preventing illegal entry, and birthright citizenship is allegedly being revoked. If this is true, this could make life incredibly difficult for Nigerians hoping to move to the United States legally. Another major talking point is Nigeria's absence from Trump's inauguration as the 47th president of the United States. Unlike past inaugurations where African leaders were invited, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was notably missing. Some speculate that this is a deliberate snub, while others argue that Nigeria's international standing was weakened. Interestingly, while political leaders weren't invited, prominent Nigerian pastors like Nathaniel Bassey and Dr. Kumuyi were reportedly present. Trump has been vocal, wanting to lower energy prices in the US by increasing crude oil production. If this happened, the price of crude oil could drop significantly. And since Nigeria relies heavily on oil exports, this could be a major economic blow. Currently, Nigeria produces over 1.3 million barrels of crude oil per day, selling it around $70 per barrel. If Trump drives this price down, Nigerian profit could be slashed, worsening an already struggling economy. What then is next for Nigerians? With all these dramatic policies that is ravaging everywhere, the changes, Nigerians are left wondering, what's next? Will this measure force Nigerian leaders to focus on developing their own country, or will this further isolate Nigeria on the global stage? One thing is clear. Now, more than ever, Nigerians need to work towards self-sufficiency and national progress. I would love to hear your thoughts from this. Do you think Trump's policy will be a positive or negative impact on Nigeria? Should Nigerian politicians be banned from traveling abroad? And what do you think about the massive deportation rumors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's have a discussion. Well, here is exactly what Trump has to say and how others are reacting to it.
Announcing a temporary policy shift, one that aims to encourage Nigerians, especially those in critical professions, to stay, invest, and work in their homeland. As part of this policy, the U.S. will limit certain visa approvals for Nigerian professionals, including doctors, nurses, engineers, and others in essential fields.
President-elect Donald Trump have said that he's going to stop giving visas to Nigerian specialists, especially doctors, lawyers, engineers, scientists, nurses. he's going to stop giving visas to the specialists, that they should stay in Nigeria and help the Nigerian people. How come you're trained in Nigeria? You went to school in Nigeria. You went to university in Nigeria. Nigeria actually trained you to be qualified. And then you pack your bags and your family, you go to another country to go and help the people in those countries. And then when you are old and walking sick, you come back to Nigeria. And then when you are sick, in your old age, you want the Nigerian hospital that you did not contribute to with your specialism to be treating you. Now, listen to this. But Donald Trump has said he's going to stop giving them visas. Also, the Nigerian government should pay them well so that they can stay in Nigeria and actually enjoy their profession and be prosperous in their profession. That way, we won't have the problem.
Now that Trump is president, here is how it's likely to affect you if you live in Nigeria and Africa. Yes. Number one, Trump is pro-America, heavily America. So it's going to suck a lot of capital back to America, and that will affect the currencies of emerging economies like Nigeria. And many people are not aware, the United States is the largest oil producer in the world, after United States then Saudi Arabia. For those in Nigeria, see where Nigeria is 15. You already know that Donald Trump is not pro-environment. So expect oil production to increase in the United States. What does that mean for the others that are selling oil around the world? Your guess is as good as mine. Now, this should inform your investment decisions. If you have the opportunity to invest in United States companies, this is a good time to. And if you're holding dollars, hold it well. But it also means that your local currency, you might see a higher interest rate if the value of your currency starts to drop. So now look at industries in your country that has the potential of exporting items to the West, United States, Europe, or anywhere around that is immune to any devaluation. Look for those industries and invest in your country. Agriculture, banking services, oil and gas, still going to do well. That's my little bit. Let me hear your thoughts about this in the comment section. Hey.
The United States of America has imposed visa ban on Nigerians that sponsored irregularities in the 2023 general election. The Secretary of State, Attorney Blinken, made the announcement on their official website and on his Twitter account. He clarified that the ban is only on specific individuals and not every Nigerian, and the move is to show U.S. commitment in supporting Nigeria's democracy. So he said on Twitter, "We have imposed visa restrictions on specific individuals who undermined the democratic process during Nigeria's 2023 elections. We remain committed to supporting Nigerian aspirations to strengthen democracy and rule of law." And he says these individuals have been involved in intimidation of voters through threats and physical violence, the manipulation of vote results, and other activities that undermine Nigeria's democratic process. So that's what he said. To some reactions now, imposing visa restrictions on unscrupulous politicians doesn't work anymore or hurt them. They can always fly to different countries to enjoy their loot or live very large in Nigeria to suppress the people, but extending it to their families and children hurt them the more. They live their lives through their kids, living an ostentatious life and rubbing it on our faces. He says if their kids and wives can no longer visit or school in the U.S., many of them would change their minds and behave responsibly. If many of them were withdrawn from their schools and sent back home or refused medical assistance, it would hit them very hard. Face the wives and kids, not the individual. Also tweeting in that light is Ahmed, who says restricting their family's ability to access foreign healthcare and schools would be the most impactful sanction against African politicians who undermine democratic electoral processes. Refusing to legitimize the outcome of fraudulent elections by the U.S. should also be adopted regardless of other interests the Western governments may have. The future of Africa belongs to the youths, and I believe I speak their minds in saying this. More reactions coming in is saying that please help us with names so that we can help you be on the lookout, cause these people fit change, just like our president-elect who went to school as a woman and graduated as a man who didn't even have classmates. So please help us name them.
Quick one to the President of the United States of America. You see now completely be the idea right now, because now completely be the idea they stay. Me, when already say I want to travel go USA, now you just enter as a president, you don't wait to reach 1 month. You know they talk say Nigerians will no longer be given visa. So you know they give Nigeria a visa, now make you enter as a president, or there are reasons to this effect. Abego, Nigerians, when they United States of America, when I see me. Now America, don't they plan say I want to travel go just this January, like this now. Now president say they want to ban Nigeria from entering the country. Especially those ones when get handwork, like me when get handwork as an engineer, professional engineer for that matter, with certificate. Hey, Jesus, come to my rescue. Come to my rescue. Nigeria, we are going. We go protest against this thing.
Obviously, the reactions are undoubtedly much. While a lot of people believe that this would help Nigerians and Nigerian government to stay back at home and build the country, there are a lot of people who are also crying on this new policy of Donald Trump. Well, guys, I'm going to allow you all to tell me your own opinion in the comments below. Let's have a discussion. You're watching Ife's Hub, and I remain your host, Ifeka. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video. Please have a nice day.